Hello everybody, welcome back to the Council of Goatmen. We're doing whatever this is on Ultrakill. Heavy steps, ragged breathing. There isn't much time left. It might already be too late. The labyrinthine pathways of arbitrary, sharp turns seemed stranger and stranger as panic blotted out the once deeply ingrained memories that usually guided me. Every corner felt a stranger. Every straight line too long. The bell tolls for me. I bit down harder on the last of my rations, held only by the skin of my teeth. It barely hung on as I kept frantically looking around, hoping for the few scraps of burning memory of mine to find a familiar sight that would lead me to salvation. The gates must be closing by now, the last few barely making it. The rest of us never stood a chance. Suddenly, from a blind spot, a figure struck me. There was no time to react before it came crashing down onto the cold, hard ground. It was my best childhood friend, Sayori. I struggled to regain my senses to at least see what fate would befall me in my final moments. But even in this abyss of endless terror, my mind could never have imagined the horror I witnessed. Oh my fucking god. Jesus Christ. I was joking. I was fucking joking. Oof. Ow. Ouch. That's actually fucking insane that I made a joke like, when's the dating sim part of this game? In the fucking first episode. And now here we are, episode 7. And there's actually a fucking dating sim part.
Yep.
Fidget nervously and sweat profusely. Oh great, I just got hit and ran by a vibrating fountain. Just my luck. At least you could help me up before the rest of it. Actually, you know what? Hold on, is this me or is this the character?
That's the character.
Should I do like a female voice?
I mean, it's a fucking robot in a schoolgirl outfit. You choose.
At least you could help me before the rest of you gets melted by the sun of jackhammers itself into the earth's mantle.
How's that?
Pretty good, honestly.
The problem is that voice is not easy to keep up.
Then a woman. I don't know.
Not with an attitude like that. Ugh! Listen up, dickhead. I don't know who you are, but you've got a lot of nerves. Back as someone died, now you're buying your help them back up. With such a fucking to teach you manners, I let this one slide. By the looks of it, your name is scary as well. And so I like it. You like my voice?
It's so beautiful.
Wow, you have the most beautiful voice in the entire world. So I'll forgive you for your extreme transgression of laying your hands on a fair maiden if you tell me which way to go, since I seem to have gotten lost on the way. Don't wanna. Dude! It's giving Doki Doki so hard. Please tell me they based this off Doki Doki Literature Club. Please.
I have no clue, but that's what it reminded me of, and I don't even know Doki Doki really, so...
What the fuck do you mean don't wanna? The fuck do you mean? If you don't show me the way, then you're never getting this pussy. Or did that thought not even cross your cran-fed brain cavity?
Okay, yeah, each secret level in Ultrakill is a reference to other games, or at least inspired. 0-S, the horror one, was Slender the 8 Pages. 1-S, the puzzle one, was The Witness. 2-S, Doki Doki Literature Club, or at
Yes!
minimum inspired.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
It's literally 4-S. It's literally in the name with the title of Clash of the Bandicoot.
Crash of the Bandicoot. Wow, dude, I was gonna say dude, Ultrakill's peak. I can't believe they referenced.
That's what I've been saying.
I can't believe they referenced absolute peak. That's amazing. So this literally is Sayori right now. This is supposed to be Sayori. That's fucking awesome. That's amazing. They put my wife in their game. Yes, my wife, my wife. I turned into Borat. My wife. Anyway, so I don't know what the witness is. That sounds familiar. Are you sure it wasn't Flow Free that they were referencing?
That's what I thought it was, honestly, Flow Free, but I don't know.
I don't want to go to school. Bullshit! Cut that crap! I can see your crusty ass. So Sayori would never fucking say this though. That's the difference. Cut that crap! I can see your crusty ass uniform, and no living person would dare to go out looking like a filled trash bag by choice. You clearly haven't met Chanel West Coast. Editor, put Chanel West Coast on screen, please. Thank you.
Anyway, the 5-S level is just fishing, so I don't really know if that's a reference. It says it's
maybe it's a reference.
The person says
maybe it's a reference to web fishing or fishing simulator or Old Man Consequences or normal fishing.
Literally any fishing game whatsoever. Anyway, the last
Sonic,
one, 7-S.
Sonic. It could be a reference to
7-S.
Yeah.
Oh.
It could be a reference to Breath of the Wild, I think. I think you fish in that game, right? It could be a reference to Nier Automata.
Not with a fishing rod.
Oh. Okay, it's a reference to Nier Automata. Okay, continue, sorry.
Okay, 7-S, the last one, is literally just Power Wash Simulator.
Oh, well, wow. Okay. Though considering how little activity there actually is inside your school, I'm willing to admit you sure as hell don't seem like you've ever been to school. Actually, I'm lost too. Oh, just my luck! Dude, that angry sprite is actually, like, low-key kinda hot.
Hikita knew what he was doing by putting this in here.
Hideo Kojima, is that you? Did you make this? Though in retrospect, I guess you wouldn't be here with me right now if you weren't lost as well. Oh well, no point in crying over spilled blood. We might as well That's what I'm gonna say next time I murder a child in front of their family. I'm just gonna look at their parents and be like, no point in crying over spilled blood.
Next time?
Yeah. Next time. You know, the next time I do it. Oh well, I already read that. I'm Mirage. Don't bother telling me your name though. I don't really fucking care. You could do with being a bit nicer to people you've only just met. Just waiting here won't get us anywhere. We should be looking for a way to school. Wandering around like headless chickens would only get us even more lost. Since we were both heading to school and ended up meeting right here, that means there's a very high likelihood this spot is somewhere along the way. Therefore, we'll be better off just staying put and waiting for someone who does know the way. It's basic logic. You should look it up sometime. Basic logic or not, we're already late and I'm not planning on waiting here until tomorrow morning. Anyone who knows the way will already have gone there. Sounds to me like you're just looking for an excuse to give up. Sure, that one. Ha! Can't give up if I never tried in the first place, and I don't make a habit out of trying. Why not? 'Cause nothing matters. There's no point in trying if the end result will be the same anyway. Try as you might, you'll eventually just become forgotten dust in the wind like the rest of us. I mean, really, take a moment
and now
to
we're
think
getting
about it.
depressing.
The human mind, in its complete vastness, is capable of recognizing its utter helplessness and uselessness in the face of inedible and unavoidable non-existence, but is incapable of coming to terms with it. We can only ever ignore it, hide from it, or temporarily escape from it, but the fact is that we are bound to the way of all things. Death is unavoidable, not only to us, but all that exists or ever existed.
The voices devolved drastically.
Oh my god. I'm not even fucking with you. Hold on. Dude, what the fuck? Doing that voice as soon as I stopped, I got to the goblin food chunks came out of my throat. I'm not even fucking with you. I'm not even joking.
What the hell?
Yeah, like food chunks, like little bitty food chunks came out of my throat. What the fuck?
Ew.
That's so fucking nasty. What the heck? I didn't know I could do that. I just have that power? What the heck? That's... Oh my god, I need a drink. Hold on. Okay, I got lemonade here. Thank fuck. Oh my god. Other beings have the gift of ignorance, of not understanding what we do. Our intelligence is not a gift, it's a flaw. It's an overextension of evolution. Intelligence, once a great feature in eons past, continues to grow unchecked and unfiltered, and has since passed a threshold whereupon it is no longer a benefit, but an active danger to its host. Much like the Irish elk, a species of deer that, though uncountable generations of evolution, grew antlers so wide and vast that it could no longer run from predators, eventually leading to extinction. I was gonna switch up the voice, but I don't know what to switch it up to now. Hello, the human mind is an evolutionary maladaptation caused by going too far in a direction that was once beneficial and will, sooner or later, lead to extinction. On an individual level, it's already happening. Existential dread is already taking hold. I'm sure you felt it too. The pain and fear of being nothing, becoming nothing. The suffering of understanding that. We are unable to come to terms with it, so we hide from our intelligence. We set limits. We stop ourselves from thinking deeply about what will happen when we die. We create distractions. We keep our minds busy with mundane activities and entertainment to stop ourselves from having to come face to face with the truth. This is very interesting for me because this is supposed to be kind of oh my god, this is so scary. She's saying so many, oh, this is so dark. This is literally just what I believe. I have nihilistic depression. This doesn't affect me. We sublimate it.
Well, it's a dating sim. You're supposed to stop her from thinking that. It doesn't help if you think that, man. Come on.
No, we can both be nihilists together. We transform ourselves from effective suffering into another form of art to keep it from consuming us. Anything to avoid the panic. But these ways are all simply temporary. They're just there to push back the inevitable veil of helplessness and despair that would encompass and ruin us. In the end, nothing matters. There's no point in trying to find joy in life, for life in and of itself is suffering. No, I don't want to say that. I believe every single word she just said. I don't want to pick that. Give me option B.
Too bad.
Huh? No. No, fuck you. I don't want
You
to pick
criticize
that.
those
I want
who
to agree
consider
with
our
her.
vast intelligence a gift, and yet
No.
also misguide yourself to believe our meaninglessness is a curse.
I don't want to press this Minecraft as button. I want to pick a different one. I want to pick the agree button. Agree button. You criticize those who consider our
Well,
vast intelligence a gift, and yet
unfortunately,
also
there's no.
misguide yourself to believe our meaninglessness is a curse. Fuck you. How can it not be? You're a fucking fascist. Nothing we do matters in the end, and that is precisely why we are not shackled by the burden of expectations, the fear of eternal judgment, or the failure to meet up to an arbitrary definition of what makes our limited time not wasted. Remember when this was about trying to find school because we bumped into each other? Time cannot be wasted,
Yep.
for there's no greater purpose to life than simply living it. Fuck you. How can I live my life when a certain person is fucking president? By the way, viewers,
Because you gotta live so he isn't president.
Viewers, if you want to be featured on the Council of Goatmen channel, you can. And all you have to do is one simple thing. Kill the president. Let's put that on recording and see how that goes.
FBI, that was a joke, I swear.
For legal purposes, that was a joke. See, now they can't sue
For
me.
legal purposes.
Yeah, now they can't. For legal purposes, that was a joke, so you can't sue me. But still, in that case, the meaninglessness of our... Is there porn of this character? Of Mirage?
I haven't honestly looked at Ultrakill porn, but I believe it.
I can't say that I have rubs chin, scratches belly. I wouldn't say that I necessarily may or may not have looked at Ultrakill porn. But still, in that case, the meaninglessness of our actions draws to the same conclusion. There is no reason to act, for any action is simply a temporary fluctuation that will nevertheless lead to the same conclusion. Quite the contrary. Dude, put the fucking nerd emoji over this. Nerd alert, nerd. Quite the contrary. Because we have no greater purpose. We're all gonna crash all the fun five. For some it may be nothing. For some it may be pleasure. For some it may be creation. Are you saying the joy of creation? Boom! I'm trying to remember the song goes. Boom, boom, boom. But no, that's the fucking what is it? That's the princess theme or whatever. Princess Quest. How does Joy of Creation theme go? Never mind. Whatever. For some, it may be improving the lives of others. It is because we have no greater purpose that time spent on goals set by oneself cannot be time wasted. Time wasted? Wait. I feel like I read that wrong. It's because we have no greater purpose that time spent on goals set by oneself cannot be... No, I did read it right. What? Time wasted? What does that mean? It's like the fucking Gravity Falls, like, I gotta get out of time dodge. Like, what do you mean?
That time spent on goals set by oneself, it can't be time wasted. Like,
okay, I get.
You can't have wasted your time if
I read it as
there's
like,
nothing that wastes it.
I read it as like fucking Blandin. I gotta get out of time dodge. I gotta get the time out of here. In the end, nothing even matters. And therefore, you have no reason not to do what you want, rather than whatever illusion or greater purpose is forced on you by others, or even your own misguided thoughts. Why'd you do a Linkin Park reference? I do understand what you mean. However, that doesn't ease my fear of the end. Even if I were to try to find purpose, I would still be paralyzed by the thought of becoming nothing. Now I am become nothing. And it is a thought worth fearing. However, abandoning purpose, hope, choice, goals, pleasure, and it will not make that thought disappear. The fear, however, can subside. Giving up is not accepting the end. It is simply accepting the fear of it. It is embracing despair rather than facing it. Danganronpa reference? I see. Though as much as I'd like to embrace it, I am nevertheless struck with that paralyzing existential panic. I understand it logically, and I know that there is no reason to live in apathy, but my emotional side refuses to listen. The fear persists, and I cannot motivate myself to seek purpose, despite knowing that I must. This is true. This is too real for me. This is true. The emotional is not controlled by the logical. However, they are interlinked. Just as the deepest, darkest depths of despair can overthrow reason and the logical warping them to fit into that haze of depression, so too can reason influence and overpower emotion, regardless of how impenetrable its defenses may seem. Hey, baby, I just want to let you know, I'm not impenetrable. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? By continually forcing to subvert those creeping negative thoughts. With what?
In the middle of the game's serious moment, I'm not impenetrable.
Hey, I'm just letting the ladies know that I am begging for a word that rhymes. By continually forcing to subvert those creeping negative thoughts with the positive logical ones, the emotional mind will eventually gradually start to shape to fit the logical. It's not an easy job. It is not a quick job. It will sometimes feel like an impossible job. However, it can be done. Rip and tear until it is done. With an immense amount of time, effort, and energy, it will improve. You can change. You can heal. And during the hardest times, when all seems lost and you want to give up, never forget, we will always love you. I know that, but fuck you anyway. Kills self. I'm sorry.
It was trying to stop you from doing that, man.
Oh, man. But I want to.
Too bad. More Deltarune chapters.
I know. I gotta stay alive for the Deltarune chapters.
Gotta be dangling that in front of your face.
You're
like
gonna be dangling that like fucking keys in front of a toddler for
I was about to say keys in front of a toddler.
Well, I'll be damned. Guess you got a good head on your shoulders after all. Hell, I'm impressed. I got a good head on my shoulders. I wish you would give me good head. Ha 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 ha.
Good job, good one.
Thanks. Man, I feel like I've just shed the weight of the world off my back. Or rather, you've done that for me. And honestly, from the bottom of my heart, fuck you. Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about. And while I'm sure I have a long and hard road ahead of me, I know I am long and hard. I'm optimistic.
Yeah, sure. I believe the second aspect of it.
That hurt my feelings. The only...
All men are self-conscious about their dick size because all men know it's small.
No, I'm okay with a girl I'm already in the bedroom with calling it small, but like still like doing it with me. Because I'm fine with her humiliating me. I'm okay with that. But I don't want you
because you're
saying
into that. Oh, why can't I talk bad about your dick size?
Okay, I guess you can. Here you go. Right, you gotta read the terms and conditions, though.
Oh.
For the first time in what feels like an eternity, I'm optimistic. Say, we're already way too late for school, and it's become quite clear by now that nobody's going to come lead us there. So how about you and I ditch that pass-and draining penitentiary and go grab something to eat, eh? Go grab something to eat, eh? Yeah, sure, I've got nothing better to do today. You're paying, though. Nah, sorry, to be honest, I'm still kind of mad at you for how rude you were to me. Yeah. Alright, suit yourself. Offer still stands, though, in case you change your mind at any point. See you around, lover boy. Bye. Was that the whole
Flashbang.
Was that the whole... That might be the whole episode, I'm not gonna lie. Well, it sure was, something. I legit forgot that this was, like, a FPS game for a second. Okay, let's see what time we're at. Yep, we're at 24 minutes. That was the whole episode. that was it. Okay, see you next time on the Council Goatman, everybody. Oh boy, I only have 12,000. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.